Hey guys, it's Friday. Hi, my name's Craig. I am 20 years old, and I believe I'm the youngest one in this group. Let's start with me. What am I like? Um, I am a musician and a video maker, I guess you could say. I don't do anything professionally, I just do it all in my spare time, just for the fun of it. I've got a ukulele, I have 2 keyboards, I've got a drum kit, a trombone, a banjo in here, and I have 2 guitars. Those guitars are my brother's. When I was in high school, I took a couple of video editing courses, and after I graduated, there was nothing I could really do with those skills, and I didn't want them to go to waste, so I decided to combine music and video making. So now in my spare time I record video songs, and I like to edit those. I'm working on one right now, and it's mostly done, and I think it should be uploaded today as well. These are all the cuts for it, and between the last clip and the end of the song on the bottom is how much I have left to finish. I also play every Tuesday night at a local coffee house for an open mic night. I am currently in my last semester at community college. I kind of awkwardly made my way through the first couple of semesters, so now I've only got 2 classes for my last semester and then I'll be done. I don't have an intended major because I don't really want to take a music major course, because I like playing music for the fun of it, and I don't really want to be forced to learn the theory. I just want to take my time with it, learn at my own pace. And I was debating going for a film major, so I may go back next semester again to do that. So this semester, when I'm finished, I'll be graduating just with a general degree. When I was a little kid, I used to read all the time, and then throughout high school I got less and less into books, but now I'm starting to get back into them again, so I've been going to the library to get books. A couple weeks ago, I went to get Paper Towns, and I just brought home An Abundance of Catherines and Looking for Alaska, because I wanted to reread Looking for Alaska, and I hadn't read An Abundance of Catherines yet. But I just finished reading An Abundance of Catherines, and it was a really good book. TJ, I wanted to mention that I also have a friend who wants to get into those fields. He wants to try to become a sports analyst and a sports announcer. With jazz, I don't, seek it out or anything, but I do enjoy listening to it, so if I hear it somewhere, I enjoy listening to it. But it's not, the first thing I'll listen to. Jins, it was great meeting you. I know you're not a permanent member, but it was great to meet you, and maybe you will become a permanent member soon. I really liked your art. You're really good. And you also mentioned that you're a kid at heart, and I'm pretty much the same way. I just went to my attic and brought down a bunch of old stuff. I built a K'NEX roller coaster that's currently standing in my room. I brought down my old teddy bear from when I was 4. And I also brought down all of my old Pokemon and Digimon cards. Danielle, when I was in 8th grade, in science class, we used to play 7-Up all the time. It was so much fun, but for some reason I was terrible at it, and whenever I was the person pushing the thumb down, they would always get me. Not once was I never not guessed. I too am into the punk rock music indie scene. A lot of the bands I listen to are the pop-punk indie genre. I listen to Los Campesinos, Patent Pending. I also listen to a lot of ska. I like the band Survey Says, Real Big Fish, Less Than Jake, all of them too. Rima, I just wanted to say that I also hate driving. When I was 18, my mom forced me to get my license because she knew that when I got older, I would need it to get around everywhere. And I drive quite often to get to school and stuff. And I hate it. I hate driving so much. But I need to do it to get places. So, and my stepmom also loves the color purple. Everything in her house is purple. Her car is purple. Her kitchen has wood flooring, and the wood is naturally purple colored. It's insane. Congrats with the long-distance relationships. I've heard that they never last, and the fact that it's lasted you a year already is great. Good for you. And I really hope you get that ring fixed. I hope you can get it fixed. Lucy, in the background of your video, I could have sworn I heard a cat. If you have a cat, please tell me. I love cats. I have 3 of them. I'm not a great fan of Broadway musicals, but I have seen one musical on Broadway, and that was Mary Poppins. And Mary Poppins is my favorite Disney movie, so to see it as a play on Broadway was just amazing. It was the greatest thing I've ever seen. It was also the second play that I had seen on Broadway. And I too like Eddie Izzard. I'm not like crazy into him, but I think he's hilarious. His stand-up routines are just brilliant. And when you said you put the vinyl in the oven, I freaked out. But then you explained that you had checked to make sure that they weren't good, so calmed me down a bit. And then when you showed what you did with them, that just blew my mind. You make necklaces out of them, you make art and bowls out of vinyl records. That is awesome. I didn't think that was even possible. Things that everybody had talked about were the themes, time limits, and Lucy brought up challenges. So I'm gonna give my opinion on all of those. With the time limit, I think there should be like a time boundary, but it shouldn't be like strictly enforced. Like if you make the boundary like 3 minutes to like 7 minutes and your video goes to like 7:09 or something like that, you shouldn't be like punished for it or anything. But I think there should be those boundaries so people don't go overboard making 20-minute long videos or something. And what I'm thinking about the time limit thing is, as long as you try your best to keep it under 10 minutes, that should be just fine. Themes. I like the idea of themes, but I also agree with what Danielle said, and that they shouldn't be every single week. I like the idea of every other week themes. And I completely agree with the history theme that TJ mentioned, because if we do that, I already know what my video is gonna be, so I'm claiming it right now. I'm doing Sojourner Truth. And another thing that Danielle had brought up was answering questions in videos and not questions that we leave in the comments. So what you could easily do is, what I did was I went back and I watched all of the videos again after I watched them the first time, and jotted down any information that I needed from them, what I wanted to talk about that other people had mentioned, so I made a short list of what I wanted to talk about. So instead of leaving comments, just jot down things you want to talk about in your next video towards someone, so we get these video conversations. And Lucy had mentioned challenges. I haven't thought of a way to where we could introduce challenges to each other yet, but I like the idea of having challenges for people. But if someone else could elaborate more on it, that would be great. I will see nobody tomorrow because it's Saturday and it's everyone's day off, but on Sunday I will be seeing TJ again, so see you next week.